I didn't wake up that morning expecting my life to split into a before and an after. My phone started buzzing before sunrise, missed calls, a voicemail I didn't even want to open. By the time I reached my street, the fire was already out but the damage was done. What used to be my house was just blackened framing and smoke drifting into the cold air. I stood there longer than I should have, not crying, not yelling, just trying to understand how something so familiar could disappear so completely. Across the street, a small group of neighbors had gathered, and standing among them was the HOA president. Karen. She didn't say anything, didn't offer help, didn't even fake sympathy. She just watched. This wasn't our first problem. For months, she'd made my life difficult over things that barely mattered: permits, parking rules, community standards that seemed to apply only to me. Every conversation felt like a warning disguised as a smile. Later that day, the fire marshal told me the truth. The fire wasn't an accident, it was deliberate. An investigation started, but without immediate witnesses, things moved slowly. Insurance stalled. The HOA's legal team suddenly became very active, filing claims that the property was now unsafe and needed to be taken over for the neighborhood's benefit. I kept my head down, answered questions, followed the process. A week later I received notice of a hearing. The HOA was asking for emergency authority over my land. I arrived early, as I always do. When Karen walked into the courtroom, she was confident and she looked up. That confidence vanished instantly because she hadn't bothered to learn much about me. I wasn't just a homeowner, I was the presiding judge. Her reaction said more than words ever could. She tried to continue, but her composure was gone. I immediately followed procedure and recused myself. No speeches, no confrontation, but before stepping aside, I entered one item into the record: evidence that had recently been submitted by investigators, footage reports, documentation that told a much clearer story than rumors ever could. The case was reassigned, and from there, events unfolded quickly. The HOA's request was denied. The investigation expanded. Insurance reversed course. Karen's role as a community leader ended the same way her authority had been used. Abruptly, my house was gone. That part couldn't be undone, but my name was cleared. My property was protected. And the HOA that had caused so much trouble quietly dissolved months later. I rebuilt carefully, patiently, on my own terms. Some people think power is about control. Others think it's about fear. I learned something different. Real power is knowing the rules, and trusting that truth eventually speaks louder than fire ever could.